That's the Emmy Award-winning The Handmaid's Tale, a show about an alternate America where women are property. Is that any different from the world we live in now? Let's bring out one of the stars, Miss Amanda Brugel.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Amanda, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Oh, thank you. Hi, how you doing?
Good to see you.
You too. Thank you.
First of all, you look smashing.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
You look a lot different than the TV show.
A little. Yeah, a little bit.
So you had a heck of a story about your screen test. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, you go in usually and you have lines and you say them, but for this one, they were really, really focused on my eyebrows. Like they wanted to. It's really strange.
They could see your eyebrows?
There was a lot of notes about my eyebrows. So like they couldn't be too painted in. They couldn't be colored. They couldn't be unkept. So like make sure that they were a little messy. And it's a little hard to grow your eyebrows overnight, ladies. I don't know if you do that, but it was just the strangest thing I ever had to do. They came in and took close-ups of them, and it's like my eyebrows had their own audition. So
wow.
I've never had to have
a life
that
of their
before.
own, huh?
A life of their own. Yeah, I did
Right.
a lot of eyebrow work the morning of. It was it was strange.
Never heard that story before.
I know. I hadn't either.
Is that because they were going to have your hair back or something?
You know, I think because, as you know, the show, everything is really pared down. The look is very minimal. I'll say that. And so I think they just wanted to make sure that my eyebrows were good.
Right.
Like this, so I didn't have anything. At least, see, look at that. Look at it.
Right. So you got it.
Look at those eyebrows.
And you approach auditioning for this in quite a different way. Tell us about, your preparation for auditioning for the part.
Well, I mean, I'm in love with the story. I always have been. And so the first thing I did when I walked into the audition room is I told everyone that they should leave. I got people up and then walked them to the door, asked them to get out because it was because I wanted it so much.
Right.
And I really, really love the book. I wrote a thesis on the book to get into university. I wrote another paper on the book to get into university in my third year, and I was accused of plagiarism because I had such familiar relationship with the text. And so it's something that's been in my DNA from the beginning.
Wow, nice. So where were you in university?
York University in Toronto. I'm Canadian. I'm the only Canadian.
Canadian that you are?
So yeah, you guys can hear my accent?
We can hear it a little bit now.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? So the author of the book, of course, Margaret Atwood, is an extraordinary figure and has been quite valiant in her, both defense of women, but also trying to come to grips with a society that denies them opportunity.
Yeah.
You went to university. You worked hard for what you have now. Tell us about how you feel the acting world in a post-Harvey Weinstein era is responding to women.
Yeah, it's remarkable. It still feels like a dream come true. Like all of a sudden, all of these doors have flung open that have been closed for the longest time, and it seems like the opportunities are endless right now. I mean, I wouldn't think at 40 and as a woman of color that I would be having my moment now. It's just something for the longest time, at least being a woman in this industry, that you had an expiration date, and it feels like, especially after the post-Harvey Weinstein world that we're living in right now, there's no expiration date. Women are getting better and better. The women right now, especially award season, you see all of the women are over 40 winning awards. It's amazing to see.
Right. So you had a real bittersweet moment when you were a child deciding to become an actress. Tell us about that.
Well, I wanted to become an actor since I was born, really. And so at the time, there was no computer, so I got a little typewriter and I typed up individual notes to agents. Made my parents take me to glamour shots.
So if you did it since you were born, you did that at 1?
No, I did. I wrote the letter when I was. I wrote all of the letters when I was 7.
Okay.
And I got my parents to take me to glamour shots. Got some glamour shots. Yeah. And I stuffed envelopes with the letter to agents and my glamour shots, and I gave them to my dad to send them off. We didn't hear anything for about a month, and my heart was broken. But I realized, I guess, my dream it's not going to happen. Wow. We were moving, and I was helping my parents unpack a bookshelf about a month after that, and out from behind the bookshelf slid all of the packages of letters that were signed and sealed and had not been sent. So my parents pretended to send the letters, and they took them and they just shoved them behind this bookshelf, not thinking that I would find them. But they did it really to protect me. They wanted me to have a childhood. They wanted me to not go off and try to pursue my dreams at 7. And I truly couldn't be happier. I mean,
were you traumatized by that?
A little bit. A little bit of trauma. Yeah. Listen, years of therapy have helped. No, I'm just joking. It was fine. It was. My parents were really cool, and my parents. I realized at the time that if they had gone to those lengths, they must have tried to protect me from something.
Right.
And so it was for the best. When I got to high school and they couldn't tell me what to do anymore, I went into all of the drama I could.
Yeah,
When did you get your first real acting gig?
My first real acting gig was at the same time when I was in university. I got a movie. It was Friday the 13th. You guys know that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
Part 10.
Part 10.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Was Jason in outer space by then?
Yes, he was. He was in outer space. Yes.
So you know I
Very
know my
good.
Friday the 13th.
Yes, you do.
Right?
Yes, you do.
So tell us then, you're a mother now.
I am.
You know, you took a break from, Hollywood for 4 years. That's kind of brave as a woman, especially to come back and have that kind of confidence in your abilities. But tell us about your decision
you.
and what children and family and so on.
Well, you know what I realized? I was just saying this backstage. I realized that I was in it for the wrong reason, sort of the pursuit of fame or the pursuit of something intangible. I forgot about why I wanted to do it. I forgot about the little girl who had written those letters.
Right.
And so I needed to take a break and a bit of a knee to the industry to sort of expand myself as a human, fill myself up. You can't expect people, these good people here, to watch you, to pay money, and to give their hard-earned time to watch you if you're not full as a person and you're not delivering them, a full, interesting, three-dimensional person. So I took a break, had a family, had some babies.
How many babies you got?
2. Just to fill myself up, just to fill myself up so then I have something to offer in my work.
All right. Now, it might surprise some people to know that happy hour is illegal in Canada, so we put together a little game. I'm going to tell you 3 surprising laws, and you have to tell me if you think they're American or Canadian.
Okay.
If you get 2 out of 3 correct, we're going to have our own little happy hour right here.
Oh, we are? Okay. All right.
So, where is it a crime to sell a can of mixed nuts that's more than half peanuts without saying so?
That's American. Definitely American.
She says America. Do y'all agree?
No.
Really? You are correct.
I know.
Oh. We are just nuts over here. That's what it is.
What kind of law is that?
That's a nutty law. So, where is it a crime to publicly remove bandages?
I would say that's Canadian.
Yeah, Canada, not
Definitely.
you are, no doubt.
Yeah.
So, where is it a crime to sell snug-fitting children's sleepwear without a tag written in the Arial or Helvetica font?
American.
You got it.
100%
No doubt
American.
about that. We're cray-cray. Does she get a free drink for that? What does she get for that? Uh-oh, here it is.
Guys.
Time for happy hour, y'all. Let's toss it up. Let's toss it up. What do you want here? What do you want here?
I'll take one of each.
One of them?
Yeah.
That's going to take us a long time. Make sure to catch the new season of The Handmaid's Tale starting April 25th on Hulu. Stay tuned. We got more of The Raw Word when we come back. We're going to toast it up. We're going to toast it up.